Listen, man, the streets.
Make sure this shit turned up. This should be acting stupid.
Listen, man, the streets is cold, bruh.
Woo.
The streets is not for the weak, homie.
Woo,
Now,
y'all see that title, boy?
All right, a rolling 6 week trip from an organization that Bricc Baby has essentially given his life to.
Right.
Told on Bricc Baby. I'm not a gang member. I'm a civilian. All right, so maybe it's not my.
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all about snitch? What did I tell y'all about Bricc? I told y'all, you better snitch before you get snitched on, folks. Because if you don't snitch, I guarantee you're going to get snitched on. And what do we have here? I got my thunky. I hope you got yours. My thunky is rolled up in grabber leaf, and I pray to God yours is rolled up in grabber leaf too. Because if it's not, you're tripping.
Speak on this, but I feel like I kind of have to, because loyalty means something. And the fact that Bricc Baby gave his entire life to a particular organization, and the fact that somebody from that organization would do him this dirty, would do him this bad. And I'll even go further to say, yo, they're part of the reason this entire Fed case is even on Bricc Baby. Back in 2022, Bricc Baby was going by his day conducting some business.
Okay.
Now, while conducting business, some trouble found him.
Okay.
Now, it's believed that Bricc Baby was conducting business within the 60s, right? Or within an adjacent neighborhood, somewhere he felt safe at. When he was conducting business there, two men approached Bricc Baby. Now, it was unclear what the conflict was about or why those two men approached Bricc Baby, but apparently those two men was familiar with Bricc Baby. There was some rapport there. You can probably make your assumption. Who would Bricc Baby be familiar with that would approach him with conflict within 60s territory?
Big U?
If you look at the court documents, this incident in July of 2022 was mentioned several times in Bricc Baby court documents. Now, the document says defendant
sound like Big U to me.
multiple counts of possessing firearms and ammunitions, all in violation of 18 USC. The first charge stems from defendant shooting 3 bullets in a business parking lot in July of 2022 to ward off would-be robbers. Now, this is tricky warding, right? Because Bricc Baby was never charged with the actual shooting.
Okay.
Bricc was never charged with shooting somebody.
Okay.
However,
he was charged with having a gun.
What the Fed said was, listen, we found ammunition that belongs to that gun that Bricc Baby fired in the business parking lot in July of 2022. Right. Well, then you have to ask yourself, hold on.
Supposed to have the ammunition.
How did the feds have record of this? Bricc was never charged for this, never arrested for this. How did the feds know that Bricc Baby fired a firearm in a business parking lot with
Wack 100? I'm gonna be the first to say it, okay? Wack 100 knows a lot about a lot. So either this nigga is some type of special genie, okay? Or he the po-po.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm just being honest. He either the police or he got some type of special genie, Cosmo, and Wanda type shit going on that we don't know about. Because he know about everything. When I say everything, folks, he knows about it all. He know about who you was with in high school, middle school, elementary school. He know who you lost your virginity to. He know the first time you shot your gun. He know the day you went to prom. He know the first time. He know everything, fool. I'm telling you, it's something about Wack we don't know about.
How did they know
call
this?
Himself Wack.
Like, he was never arrested. Police were never called. Like, there was no record of this. The only people who had record of this was Bricc Baby and others around Bricc Baby. Well, we'll get to how the feds knew about this shortly after, right?
Okay.
So then the feds go on and talk about his other charges. The second charge involves all the firearms and ammunition found at his home in June of 2023. Both of these charges followed 5 felony convictions from 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2020. Goddamn. Respectfully, while the pretrial services report includes a long criminal history with out-of-state convictions.
Okay.
When Bricc Baby went for bond, the feds said, yo, he shouldn't get a bond because of his violent history, and they referenced this particular instance. And the Fed says defendant's offenses: possessing multiple firearms on multiple occasions and over 125 rounds of ammunition, some of which he fired, are serious. That defendant fired at would-be robbers in a business parking lot and less than a year later was found with firearms after purportedly pointing them at his partner and child, only confirmed that the defendant should not be possessing firearms. Well, how did the feds know this happened?
How do the feds know everything? The feds know everything. Everything. The feds know everything because somebody told them. Either you got a snitch, or nowadays you got niggas killing motherfuckers and rapping about it. So it's like, they don't even really need snitches no more. But I mean, they still got them, you know? You see him?
He was never brought in and questioned by the local police for it.
I'm tweaking.
How did the feds know this incident was even a thing?
I don't know.
Well, here's what happened, okay? When the feds had Bricc Baby on wiretap, when they were
they had him
investigating
on
Bricc
wiretap.
Baby, somebody approached them and gave them a tape of this shooting. Somebody
who
had
was that?
possession of this tape. Now you ask yourself, how did they get possession of the tape? They weren't there. It was Bricc Baby, two dudes. They ran off and Bricc Baby fired shots and he hopped in his whip and he left. No, this person had access to the business cameras, right? The local business owners, the mom and pop shops that were there, they had cameras. And because this was an incident that took place within the 6-0s, amongst 6-0s, a 6-0 had access to those cameras. A 6-0 got that tape. A 6-0 held that tape in their possession. And a 6-0 told Bricc, hey, I got this tape. Now,
tried to extort him? Because what other reason would you have to, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a nigga who mad at a nigga about snitching, okay? Because I say it almost every video. If the police come to me and they say you can either do 20 years in prison or you can snitch on this nigga right now and go home. You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you. And tell us what you know. I'm telling on your monkey ass. It's only a handful of people in this world that I would not tell on and go do them 20 years behind. Wifey, my kids, you feel me? Broski now. That's about it. You know what I'm saying though? Like, so, but I don't condone snitching on niggas that you ain't got nothing. Like, what are you snitching for? You just snitching to snitch? That's a little crazy, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me going to the police and just snitching on some shit for no reason. Just, hey, I saw this guy sell his brother a bag of loud. The fuck I'm snitching on him for? I didn't get arrested, you know? So I'm trying to figure out what would be the reason for this Rolling 60 member to give the feds the tape of Bricc Baby, unless it was extortion. Only thing I could think of. You hear me?
If you know anything about the situation, or you were even connected to it, you know, Bricc Baby was kind of concerned that somebody was telling on him. He just always felt it. Like, he always felt like, man, bro, like, I'm loyal to certain niggas, man, but it don't feel like they loyal to me.
Streets, boy.
And like, he kind of went from being around certain people and said, nah, man, F it, bro. I'm by myself now. Man, bro, like, they flawed.
Right.
And the reason why Bricc Baby kind of broke off a lot of relationships prior to his arrest, because he knew they turned him in. They told on him. They gave the tape to the feds of him firing that firearm.
Shooting that gun. That's crazy.
But luckily for Bricc Baby,
why?
The feds never charged him with firing the firearm. They charged him with being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Right.
And when they raided his crib, which, by the way, they raided his crib and they found ammunition that they're tying to that shooting, as you just read.
That was a damn mistake. Come on, bro. You're supposed to be a professional gangster. You're a professional Rolling 60 Crip member. You can't have the bullets that you shot at a motherfucker with. You got the same gun and bullets at the crib, nigga? What are you doing? Come on, man. And then you're supposed to have some type of secret agent 007 type hidden wall safe or some shit, bro. You ain't like, y'all tripping.
Now, if you listen to Bricc Baby's first jail call, before I knew this story, like, that first jail call was always cryptic to me. I never quite understood it. But that first jail call, if you listen to it, Bricc Baby lays it all out. He tells a story of betrayal. He tells a story of being the only real one in a sea of fakes. And when you re-listen back to that jail call, Bricc Baby first made on his first call from jail,
I remember that.
It all makes sense now. They told on him. They ratted on him. They turned him in. People very close to Bricc Baby. And it's not cool and it's not right.
Man, what is the names, Flock?
And hopefully, after bro sentencing, hopefully when this entire case is finally done with and bro know how much time he's getting, we can finally unravel a lot.
Oh, shit.
All of this started November 2020. They let Blue Jesus out of
Blue Jesus is a crazy name for a grown man.
Chill, man. I came home to a lose-lose situation, man. You know what I mean? One of my best friends, coming up on the day of all the stuff that's happening, I'm sitting back on my bunk and I'm sitting there just going through stuff, and one of my best friends and my brother got into a mean incident that turned out crazy, man. And my best friend still my road dog, whether he here or gone. And I ain't even had a chance to mourn him publicly on the streets because everybody tags me with another man's business. You know what I mean? Me and Eric have nothing to do with each other. You get what I'm saying? Me and Nipsey are, it's like you guys are closing me out to where I can't even love my brother the right way or mourn for my brother the right way. I think the world kept they dukes up against me.
It's like he's saying a lot, but he ain't saying nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, he trying to, I don't know if it's because he can't say it, it'll be witness tampering or witness intimidation or something. I don't know, but he's saying, but he not saying it though. Like, you know?
What I mean, right now I look back at all the hate on the streets. The internet really didn't know till I opened them up, but as soon as I came home, it was everybody against me. Everybody against me. The record deals, the record labels, all my homeboys in the industry, all of them. It didn't matter who it was. They were scared to be out with me publicly unless it was YSL. They were scared for me to come around because of my name being connected to that. I had no win. So you sit back and you watch all the hate, blind stares from a million pairs of eyes, and they screaming, put him down. Oh yeah, they running parades at the Bricc baby in jail. You know what I mean? These are all the same people. Gotta pay attention. I can't talk too much, but you gotta understand. This has nothing to do with what I'm going through right now, but deep thoughts, it's like, where did everybody start hating me? Where did you start hating Bricc baby? Because I got a whole lot of people that love me, but where did you start hating me? Because everybody got a biased opinion of the Bricc after they figured out the relationship.
I can't keep listening to this because he's not saying any fucking thing, bro.
That, you know what I mean?
Take that how you want to take it. But this ain't right what they did to Bricc, man. This ain't right. And hopefully he gets to speak on it sooner than later.
Yeah.
But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, all right? And